Want to know what sold this week for me? Stay tuned. Hey everyone, it's Stephanie from Three Queens Resale, and if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. It does mean a lot that you have stopped by. Definitely go back and watch some of my other videos. See what you think. It's free to purchase. It's free to join. So if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. And to my reseller besties, thank you so much for coming back to me. It means the world to me that you are here for it, that you keep coming back and checking me out. And it does mean a lot to me as I work on building my YouTube community full of positive people who are interested in learning about reselling, financial freedom, getting out of debt, and learning to flip clothes. So today's video is a what sold video, and I'm going to share with you my sales from December 14th, actually December 15th through the 21st. So if that sounds good to you, hit the like button and we'll get into it. But before we get into it, I just want to remind you, implore you, ask you to interact with this video. I am working on building my YouTube channel. And based on just what I've learned in watching videos about how to improve your channel, you have to have lots of interaction and feedback. Then they push you up in the search so more people will find us and they will be a reseller bestie with us. So make sure that you interact, leave me a comment, like, subscribe so you can be notified when I upload new video, which is 2 to 3 times a week. So now we are going to get into what sold. So starting off with Wednesday, December 15th, is this Emma and Michelle dress. It's a size 2X. It was part of my 1,000 listing challenge. It sold for $18, and after the $3.60 in fees, I was left with $14.40, and that sold on Poshmark, and it was listed for about a week. Next up is this Vineyard Vines long sleeve t-shirt. It sold on Mecari. It was one of my daughter's t-shirts. It had been listed since June. It sold for $12 after the $1.85 in fees and the $3.65 that I paid for shipping. Let me do some math in my head real quick here. I made about $7. Next up on Tradesy, I sold these. What's the brand? I wrote Tradesy instead of the brand name. I sold a pair of heels. I will put it across the screen. They were size 7.5. They sold for $37.58. After the shipping, I was left with $30, bringing my Wednesday total to $48.05. Next up, Thursday, December 16th, I sold on Poshmark these Minnetonka Thunderbird moccasins, size 10. They'd been listed since November, so they were part of the listing challenge. They sold for $21 after the $4.20 in fees and the $1.50 shipping discount. I was left with $15.30. Then on Poshmark, this Elle pleated skirt, green size XL. This was my skirt, and I actually thrifted it. I wore it for about 4 or 5 years to work. But since I don't really have a job where I have to dress up now, I'm getting rid of a lot of those clothes. So it sold for $16 after the $3.20 in fees. I was left with $12.80, and that was listed in December as part of our listing challenge. So it sold relatively quickly. Also, the next 2 items also were on Poshmark and also part of the listing challenge. So as you can see, those 800 and 83 items that I listed are all starting to sell through. Yay! Cut from the Kloth jeans size 12. They sold for 15, and after the $3 in fees, I was left with 12. And then also on Poshmark was these Vineyard Vines men's pants, size 32, khaki. They sold for 20. After the $4 in fees, I was left with 16, bringing my December 16th total to $56.10. On Friday, December 17th, this Assets white scoop neck shapewear. It had been listed since July, and it was an item from my consignee Krista. It sold for $7. After the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $4.05. Next up, I had a Facebook Marketplace sale. It was this Ulta Soap and Glory gift set, new in the box. Someone, I don't know how I got that. It sold for $7. After the 70 cents in fees, I was left with $6.30. My number's going to be a little off because I didn't have that down. And my pen, of course, doesn't work. And then next was the Shein plaid schoolgirl skirt. It sold for $17. And after the $3.40 that I paid to Poshmark, I was left with $13.60, making the total $23.95. Except I did not put. That should be around right. We'll see. Next is this Tommy Hilfiger pink sweater. It had been listed since July of 2019. So I was definitely ready to get rid of it. I'm really trying to, especially since I added 800 items to my inventory, and I have inventory all through this house. I am really trying to pare out things. I have sent, just got another bag together to send to ThredUp. I'd already sent 2. I have 5 more labels, so I'm going to use all 5 of those labels, just going through, pulling inventory that's old, stale, and deciding if I want to relist it. I'm only relisting things that I feel like I can get a sell price of $30 or higher. As I mentioned, in my other video, I'm really working on changing my business model to more expensive return on investment, or a higher average sell price. Only, and I was talking to one of my friends about it, and she was like, why do you want to do that? And so, because I do like thrifting and just saving things from the landfill, but I was a full-time teacher previous to doing this, and while I don't plan on returning to the classroom, I am going to work on my other YouTube channel with my homeschooling stuff and launch that again live in January with activities and things that parents can do. So I want to kind of divide my attention and do resale and make enough money off of resale that I don't have to list, thousands and thousands of items, and then have more time to kind of like build this other segment of a stream of income, or just avenue that I want to pursue with creating the YouTube channel of homeschool activities. And then, of course, I still have my other job as a home-based caseworker. So just kind of seeing, but of course I got to sell through all the stuff that I do have as I bring on, kind of change my closet over. I anticipate it's going to take at least a year to kind of change over so that all of my inventory reflects the higher cost of goods. But anyway, I digress. This sweater sold for $8, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $5.05. And that was my only sale on Saturday. December 19th, I had 4 sales. The first were these Johnston and Murphy Oxfords, size 9. They sold for $50, and after the $10 in fees, I was left with $40. Then I had a bundle, this Aeropostale dress, a Matilda Jane maxi dress, and a knee-high pair of boots. Those three things sold for $40, and after the $8 in fees, I was left with $32. Then on Poshmark, I had this Isaac Mizrahi live cardigan sweater. It sold, and it was part of the listing challenge. It had been listed since December. It sold for $15, and after the $3 in fees, I was left with $12. And then on Tradesy, I had two Tradesy sales this week. These Pam and Galia high-rise pull-on, like distress athletic pants, size 4. They sold for $35 after the fees and everything, which I'm still a little confused about the fees and the shipping and all that, but I think I got it figured out. But after everything, I had $32, bringing Sunday to $116. Then on Monday, the 20th, I sold this vintage Samuel Robert coat for $10. I had had it for almost 2 years, hanging, and I wanted much more. I paid $1 for it. It was cute, but it was missing a belt. And I got it at $1 a day. I remember actually when I got it because I thought about keeping it for myself. But I'm moving on. So it sold for $10, and after the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $7.05. Then the last day in this What Sold video is the 21st of December. First up was this Lilly Pulitzer Pink Girls graphic tee. It sold for $5. After the $2.95 in fees, I was left with $2.05. Then these UGG ankle chukka boots that were new in box. These were my dad's, and he never wore them. They sold for $50. After the $10 in fees, I was left with $40. And then finally, on Poshmark was this Go Silk long sleeve 1X blouse. It sold for $36. After the $7.20 in fees, I was left with $28.80, bringing the 21st total to $70.85. So let's go over this week's numbers. So I sold a total of $327.15 worth of items, and that is my total after fees and shipping discounts and cost of goods. So for the month, I'm at $1,123.69. That is only 51% of my goal, so I'm only halfway there. It's just been a much slower month than I had anticipated, and I have not been going as hard as I normally do. That listing challenge whooped my butt, but I'm on the other side and I'm coming back strong. Total items this week, I sold 19 items for a monthly total of 67. The goal for the month is to sell 150 items, so I'm at 45% of that goal. And then my average sale price for this month, I was trying to get $15 average sale price. I am currently for the week at $17, and for the month $16.77. So that brings my average sale price goal. As far as my goal, I'm trending about $1.77 ahead of goal. So I am doing well on the average sale price. Probably because we're going to see that since I've shifted the focus. Hopefully each week we see that the cost of goods or the average sale price is better because I'm sourcing. After I stopped the challenge, the next time I started sourcing, I'm just decided that I was going to source higher end things. So we'll start to see my closet kind of shift, and hopefully you will be here through that shift as I transition. So that's it for today. If you're still with me, make sure you hit that like button. You consider subscribing. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.